Alright guys, so I want to review this HomeLab dehumidifier I got for my basement. I have an unfinished basement, and when it rains, after it rains and stuff, it gets pretty damp down here. So I bought this off of Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below for the product. The 4,500 square unit, which is what I have now, goes for about $220. My basement is only about 1,500 square feet, and I bought a different brand that was 2,000 square feet, but it just couldn't keep up. So I ended up just buying a much larger unit, and it seems to work a lot better. All right, guys, so on the top here, we're in my basement, so lighting's not exactly the best, so you're gonna get some shadows. But on the top here, you got a couple buttons, and also tells you what the humidity level is right now. 36 isn't that bad, but a lot of times it's right after it rains, or in the summertime, right after it rains. It's usually above 50, sometimes in the 60s. So you got a power button. You can set the humidity you want your dehumidifier to turn on at. You got a timer. You can set it to turn off. You got turbo mode, which will kick up the fan, make it work twice as fast. You got the constant run. You got a reset button for your filter. It'll also auto defrost if the fins back here get all frosted up from dehumidifying. And you also have the comfort. I usually just leave on the comfort. It'll automatically decide based off the temperature in the room how low the humidity should be in here, and it'll adjust accordingly and turn on when it needs to. So there's a couple different ways that this will collect or get rid of water. One option is it has a built-in 1.5 or 1.6 gallon container. So when it fills up, it'll automatically turn off the dehumidifier, and you have to make sure you empty this out before it'll start back up. I actually don't use this because I did let it run overnight one time. And by the time I woke up, it was already filled up and it was turned off. So at some point overnight, it stopped getting the humidity out of the air, and it was still damp feeling in the basement. So this model, so there are a couple different models. You can get one that has a pump built into it. I believe it comes out here, and then you can just run like a small hose to a sink or a sump pump hole. Mine doesn't have that. I just ended up hooking up a hose back here, and it runs to a sump pump hole, so that way you can just run all the time and don't have to worry about emptying it. You also have access back here to these fins in case you need to clean them off, or you can see if they get frosted up, let it defrost and melt off. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. I will say it's a little louder than I would like. But like I said, mine's in the corner of the basement. I do have like a unfinished open basement with a few walls in between, so the air can kind of flow around the basement. But since this is in my laundry room area, I really can't hear it where my computer is. So let's go ahead and turn it on so you guys can hear how loud it is. So as you can hear it, hopefully you can hear it. The air is blowing out through here. It's being pulled in through the back. Now this turbo mode makes the fan go a lot faster. It gets louder though. So we're going to hit that here in a second. So you guys can hear that. It's pumping air out pretty quick now. But like I said, it's already on. I prefer the comfort mode. It seems to work best. It'll turn on based off the temperature and how humid it should be at that temperature to be comfortable in an area. But overall, I think this product is worth it. It definitely has gotten the humidity out of my basement. In the other room, I do have one of those little temperature humidity readers, and it does keep it pretty close to what it's set up here. It might be off by a few humidity points, whatever. It might be like 40 here and 42 over there, which is fine because it used to be like 55. Pretty bad right after it rained. But overall, I think this is definitely worth buying, and this is my review on this HomeLab dehumidifier. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys later.